Hi, I'm Susie.
And I'm Clark, and we are Unicoi Preserves.
And we're here at Black Hawk Fly Fishing, going to prepare a special holiday dish for you today. It's our pan-roasted Brussels sprouts.
With bacon. If you don't think you like Brussels sprouts, I urge you to try this recipe, and I bet we'll make a believer out of you. This has got wonderful flavors of the fall in it. It's got pan-roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon, some of our apple cider pepper spread,
and McCormick Smokehouse Maple seasoning.
Right.
It's delicious.
So let us show you how to make this dish. We're going to start with some Laura Lynn thick sliced bacon. You're going to cook it on the stove top in a pan to render it out until it's crispy and remove it from the pan. We've already done that step for you today. We're going to take our Brussels sprouts. When we use Brussels sprouts, we like to use these that are already pre-washed in a bag. You can find these in your Ingles produce area. Somebody's already cleaned them and washed them, so you don't have to.
It makes prep work so much easier. So what Clark's going to do, he's going to take some out of the bag and trim the bottoms off and then slice them in half.
So what I'm going to do is take these and just lop the ends off of them and cut them in half this way.
So we've got some that we've already cut up, and to the pan I added some of the bacon fat as well as some olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and add these to my hot skillet and start them cooking. Sounds good, sizzling already.
So if you get any of these leaves that fall off when you're slicing your Brussels sprouts, save those. We'll add those back to the pan later as we cook them, so they'll crisp up but won't get burned. So while she's doing that, we're going to use some McCormick Smokehouse Maple seasoning to season these Brussels sprouts with. This has got a little bit of sweet and a little bit of smoky to go with it.
So I'm just stirring that in.
So these are going to go into a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Then you're going to pull them out. We're going to add the bacon.
Put it in there, Clark.
Back to the
Looks
pan.
Good. Our apple cider pepper spread from Unicoi Preserves. I like to add about 2 good spoonfuls. You don't have to measure, but just put it in. And that heat from the pan is going to help that to melt down. So we've got our bacon in the pan and our apple cider pepper spread. And now we're going to pop this back into the oven for about 5 minutes to let the glaze set on the Brussels sprouts.
This is also a very good time to check your seasoning. If it needs a little bit more salt and pepper, this is a good time to add it. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
That's a Himalayan pink salt, isn't it, from McCormick?
This is McCormick's grinders, so you can find these on your spice aisle. These are perfect. They're perfect to keep them from spilling all over your bags while you're traveling.
Do you know why the salt is pink?
It's because it has iron oxide in it. I did not know that, but she told me that. She's smarter than I am. So after this goes back in the oven for 5 minutes, we're going to show you what they look like. This is the finished dish. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Ingles table. We hope you'll love these pan-roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon.
A special thanks to McCormick for these holiday spices.
We'll see you next time.